Next in line is general arithmetic progression, miscellaneous problem. General problems, let's see what we have in store for us. Now, here we have sum of the series root of 2i minus 1, where I ranges from 4 to 7, can be written as what? The first such one is going to be 2 into 4 minus 1. Root of that is root 7. After that, it is going to be 2 into 5 minus 1, that is when I is 5, that is 10 minus 1, 10 minus 1, 9. Then you have 2 into 6 minus 1, 12 minus 1, root 11. And then 2 into root of 2 into 7 minus 1, that is 14 minus 1, 13. So that means this can be written as root 7, sum of all these, plus root 9 plus root 11 plus root 13. This is just to once more brush up and also clarify what this particular symbol means. It means summation of the series root 2i minus 1, where I ranges from 4 to 7. So it's root 7 plus root 9 plus root 11 plus root 13, which is this. And that is what we have as the right option. Moving further, we can write minus 5, 25, minus 125, 625. Now this definitely is not an AP because there is no common difference. So this is, if you see, minus 5 is nothing but minus 5 raised to 1. 25 is minus 5 square. Minus 125 is nothing but minus 5 cube, and 625 is minus 5 the whole raised to 4. So basically the base continues to be minus 5. So it's going to be written as sum of the series minus 5 raised to k, where k ranges from 1 to infinity. We say infinity because it goes on and on. Basically they are the various powers of minus 5. So among these, it's going to be, this is the right answer. It's minus 5 raised to k, where k ranges from 1 to infinity. So this is our correct option. Yes, we do have it right. Next, we have the first 3 terms of the sequence when nth term tn is n squared minus 2n. This is pretty simple. You just need to find out t1, t2, and t3. So t1 is going to be 1 square minus 2 into 1. So 1 minus 2 minus 1. T2 is going to be 2 square minus 2 into 2. That is 4 minus 4, 0. And T3 is going to be 3 square minus 2 into 3. That is 9 minus 6, 3. So it's going to be minus 1, 0, and 3. So it's going to be the first one, minus 1, 0, and 3 will be the first 3 terms of this particular sequence. And yes, we have it. So here we have the value of x such that 8x plus 4, 6x minus 2, 2x plus 7 will form an AP. There are 2 ways of doing. Remember, I reiterate, whenever 3 terms are in an AP, the middle one, that is x, is equal to a plus b upon 2. So we can do it that way. We have 6x minus 2. That is, the middle term is the arithmetic mean or the average of the other two. So it's 8x plus 4 plus 2x plus 7, the whole by 2. So that will give you 12x minus 4, 8 plus 2, 10x plus 11. And 12x minus 10x is 2x is equal to 11 plus 4, 15, and you have x is 15 upon 2. So the value of x is 15 by 2. The other way of doing it is t2 minus t1 is the same as t3 minus t2, since it's an AP. So which would give you 6x minus 2 minus of 8x plus 4, which is minus 8x minus 4, is equal to t3, 2x plus 7 minus of 6x minus 2, which is minus 6x plus 2. So 6x minus 8x is minus 2x minus 6 is equal to minus 4x plus 9. So rearrange it, minus 4x, and this will turn out to be 4x minus 2x is 9 plus 6. So you get 2x is 15 and you get x is 15 upon 2. So either ways you can do it. X is 15 upon 2 and hence we have this as the right answer. Yes, we do have it right. Okay. Now here you have an interesting term here. The mth term of an AP is n and the nth term is m. The rth term of it is what? Which among these? So mth term, that is Tm, is equal to n and Tn is equal to m. So that means a plus m minus 1 into d is n as per the first condition, and as per this a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to m. We need to find tr. Tr is what? Now to find tr we should know what a is and what d is. So we can do 1 minus 2. When you do 1 minus 2, a minus a is 0. You get md minus d minus nd plus d is equal to n minus m. So here this gets cancelled and you can take m minus n into d is equal to n minus m, which can be written as minus of m minus n. So d will turn out to be minus m minus n upon m minus n, which is minus 1. So d is turning out to be minus 1. This value of d, you can put it in any one of the equation. You can find the value of a. A would be equal to n minus 1 into minus 1, and this will turn out to be m. So a would be minus n plus 1 is equal to m. So a will hence be equal to m plus n minus m plus n minus, so a is a plus minus n plus 1 is m. So a is equal to m plus n minus 1. Now you need to find out what is tr. Tr is nothing but a plus r minus 1 into d. So which will turn out to be a, that is m plus n minus 1, plus r minus 1 into d, which turns out to be minus 1, which is m plus n minus 1 minus r plus 1. This gets cancelled. So we just draw a line just to prevent confusion. So tr turns out to be m plus n minus r. Therefore the rth term is m plus n minus r. So in these kind of questions, whatever we did in the earlier cases, that is first find out a and d. But in all the cases that we did till now, a and d turned out to be some numbers. But in this case, we are getting them in terms of m, n and r in general. So we find out according to that. So a turns out to be m plus n minus 1 and r turns out to be, and d turns out to be minus 1. Using this, we find tr, which will be m plus n minus r. So among these, this is the right option. And yes, m plus n minus r is what is the right answer. Okay. Fine. Now this is similar to the kind of question we did earlier. The number of numbers between 74 and 25,556 which are divisible by 5. So it's going to be 75, 80 and so and so. And this would be 25,555. So taking A as 75, D as 5, Tn as 25,555. We need to find out n. So Tn of course is A plus n minus 1 into D. Hence 25,555 is equal to A, that is 75 plus n minus 1 into 5, which will turn out to be 25,480 is equal to 5n minus 5. So n will turn out to be 25485 divided by 5. What could that be? 25485 5097. 5097. So there are 5097 numbers between 75 and 25,556, which are divisible by 5. So among these, this is our correct option. Yes, we do have it. Okay. This is again the same way. X plus 1, 3x, 4x plus 2 are in AP. Find the value of x. Since they are in AP, the middle term 3x is the arithmetic mean of the remaining ones. X plus 1 plus 4x plus 2 upon 2, which means 6x is equal to 5x plus 3. X turns out to be 3. So x is turning out to be 3. Right. And yes, we do have it as 3. Okay. Now further we have this question here. If in an arithmetic progression Tn represents the nth term and T7 is to T10 is 5 is to 7, find out T8 is to T11. Now we use the formula T7 is to T10 is 5 by 7. Now if you see T7, Tn is a plus n minus 1 into d. So T7 on that basis is going to be a plus 6d, and T10 is nothing but a plus 10 minus 1, 9. So this ratio T7 by T10, that is a plus 6d upon a plus 9d, has been given as 5 by 7. Now you have been asked to find T8 is to T11. Now here you need her to find out A and D individually, but you need to find out the ratio of the two. So we cross multiply, you get 7A plus 42D is equal to 5A plus 45D. That gives you 2A is equal to 3D. So you get A is equal to 3 by 2D. So this is some value, you can keep it aside. A is equal to 3D by 2. Now on similar basis, T8 will turn out to be A plus 7D. Instead of A, you can write 3 by 2D plus 7D, which will turn out to be 2 7s are 14 plus 3, 17D by 2. Then T11, which would be A plus 10D. A is nothing but 3 by 2D plus 10D. 20 plus C, 23D upon 2. Hence, T8 upon T11 would be 17D by 2 divided by 23 by D by 2. This would be 17D by 2 into 2 upon 23D. D gets cancelled and you're left with 17 upon 23. That is 17 is to 23. So in such a case, we have T8 is to T11 as 17 is to 23. Mind you, in this case, all the questions that we have done till now, we found out A separately, we found out D separately, or in terms of some other symbols. In this case, we cannot find because they have been given in terms of ratio. No worries, we can express A. You could even express D as 2A upon 3. So instead of D, we could have put 2A by 3. In that case, the A term would have got cancelled and you would have still got 17 upon 23. So T8 is to T11 is 17 is to 23. And yes, we do get it as 17 is to 23. Okay. Now here we have a concept here. A1, A2, A3 represents first, second and third terms of an AP respectively. The first term is 2 and A1. So A1 is, say, the first term, and which is turning out to be 2. A2 is going to be A1 plus D, which is going to be 2 plus D. A3 is going to be A1 plus 2D, which is going to be 2 plus 2D. So A1 and A3. So we are going to create a function in terms of D. It's told that f of D, that is a function A1 plus A2 into A3. This has to attain minimum value. Now A1 in this case is 2, A2 is 2 plus D, A3 is 2 plus 2D. So we have 4 plus D into 2 plus 2D. We need to simplify this. We can write this as 8 plus 8D plus 2D plus 2D square. So this will turn out to be 2D square plus 10D plus 8. So f of D, that is D is A1 plus A2 into A3. So the first term is 2 and A1 plus A2 into A3 is minimum. Then the common difference is equal to what? So you have to find the value of D for which this particular function attains minimum value. Now here we have the concept of calculus coming, that is how derivatives can be used to find out the maximum value or minimum value. So if you see, a derivative is the result of a curve. It could be upward curve or a downward curve. So anything could attain maximum value at this point or this point, which is going to be accordingly f dash d, and we find out first the derivative and equate it with 0. We find f dash d. When f dash d is equal to 0, then it is maximum or minimum. This is what is the principle that we use. Now further, to specify whether it's maximum or minimum, we need to do the second derivative, and depending upon whether the second derivative is negative, then it is definitely minimum. But here we need not to worry about that. So this is told that this is minimum. It is minimum, which means that f dash d is definitely 0. So we find the f dash d, which will turn out to be, when it comes to derivatives, you need to take the powers. So it's going to be 2 into 2, this 2 comes here, d raised to 2 minus 1, plus 10 into 1 and d raised to 1 minus 1. Since this is a constant, its derivative is 0. This turns out to be 4d plus 10. So f dash d turns out to be 4d plus 10. Now it is told that this function attains minimum value. So if this function attains either minimum or maximum value, it means that f dash d is 0. That means 4d plus 10 is 0. Therefore, you'll end up getting ds minus 10 by 4 or minus 5 by 2. So, if they had told find out whether it is maximum or minimum, then we have to go one step further and find the second derivative also, and then decide whether it is negative or no. But here it is told that it is minimum. So whether it's maximum or minimum, the function involved is that, the condition involved is that whenever a particular function attains a minimum or maximum value, then the first derivative of that function is 0. And hence we first find out the first derivative, which is 4d plus 10, equated with 0, find the value of d. So this particular value of d will ensure that a1 plus a2 into a3 is minimum. So among these, it is this value that is the correct value. Option we have over here, and yes, it does tally with what we have. Okay. Okay, the fourth term of an AP is 3 times the first, and the seventh term exceeds the twice the second term by 1. Find the first term A and the common difference D. the fourth term of an AP, if we use Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Tn is nothing but T4 is equal to A plus 4D, which is 3D. It is told that T4 is 3 times T1, that is A plus 3D is 3A, which means that 2A minus 3D is 0. This is the first equation we get. And the seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. So T7 has to be found out, which is A plus 6D. And third term, that is T3, which is A plus 2D. It's told the seventh term, that is A plus 6D, exceeds twice the third term, that is 2 times A plus 2D, and this one exceeds twice the third term by 1. So this will give you A plus 6D is equal to 2A plus 4D plus 1. So as a result of it, this turns out to be minus A plus 2D is equal to 1. So you can do 2 into 2, so you get minus 2A plus 4D is equal to 2, well, that is 3. Now add 1 and 3. When you add 1 and 3, 2A minus 2A is 0, minus 3D plus 4D is D, 0 plus 2. So D turns out to be 2. This value of D you can substitute in any one of them. So you get minus A plus 2 into 2 is 1. So minus A is 1 minus 4 minus 3. A would be 3. So we have A as 3 and D is 2. So let's get back here. You have A is 3 and D is 2. So these are the values of A and D, that is 3 and 2. So again, it's just forming simultaneous equations. So it's 3 and 2. And yes, we do have it right.